This video shows the after effects of the holiday fire around our house. The house started on North Fairview and burned toward our property and basically burned over the top of our house. Around on the side yard, it burned through the fence in a few places. Continuing into the backyard, it burned through the fence underneath my carport and partially into the neighbor's yard. My observatory in the backyard got toasted. As you can see, that's a $12,000 Paramount and a C9¼ telescope lying next to it, and a couple Osmondy mounts in the background. In the backyard, the fire came pretty close to the house. It burned the palm trees, it burned a lot of grass, but actually there were no burn spots within 20 feet of the house in the back, which is surprising because it's all gopher habitat. Their house burned through in one place where an ember apparently landed on a beam and smoked a hole through the wall. However, the side of the house closest to the fire has virtually no embers or anything, so I suspect the fire carried the energy over the top of the house. And here's an example of the burned vegetation in the front. Mostly bark. The artificial grass got scorched in a couple places. However, my neighbors did not fare as well. This is Paul and Marcia's house to the south, where that sailboat in their yard may be the culprit for starting most of their house fire. But it's had flame coming out of the roof, pretty much completely destroyed. And there's actually, you can see where it actually burned and cremated my fence. The house is caved in. The fire crews are out there with a big bulldozer right now knocking the house down to put out some hot spots. On the north side of my house, our neighbor Grace had a one-story house across the street. And we got Grace out. We had her to come to our house and evacuate. And she showed up with one small shopping bag with just a little bit of stuff in it. And this is all she got out with, basically. On the west side of my house is John and Carrie's place, and you can't really see it in this view from my roof because it's gone, but they basically got surprised. There was approximately a 3-story house, with this being the upper story. They had to evacuate in a giant hurry, so they left a truck behind, and their house is pretty much collapsed into a 30-foot deep crater where it used to stand. Not even a road to the bottom, so this will be a challenge for them. And my neighbor below us to the east basically just had a little bit of shrubbery around his fence burned up, but really virtually nothing. But the takeaway on all this is those blowing embers tend to form snowdrifts up against fences and rubble piles, so that's where you get burned from.